Hey, welcome to another edition of Inside You. I'm Oliver Hardy.
What the fuck do you do this to me?
Your answer is, I'm Stan Laurel.
I really fucking hate when you do this to me.
Well, we haven't done Laurel and Hardy yet.
No, we haven't.
I was like, well, what the fuck? Why not? Oh, my God. Oh, okay. So, going again. 3, 2.
Can we not?
I'm Bill.
Raptor.
I promise we're not under the influence of anything.
No, we're not.
It's very late. But we're on location this week at the wonderful Casa de Raptor story time. So what had happened was yesterday I went to roll cigarettes before work, and I noticed now I roll cigarettes in my basement because it's a very loud machine, and my wife gets ticked off. So I roll downstairs in the basement. And so what had happened was I went down there to roll the cigarettes. I get to my workbench, I start rolling the cigarettes. And out of the periph, I'm going to call it the periffs, I noticed a little glint of moisture on my floor next to where we had. Now, you've been in my basement.
Yeah.
So it's the other part that's not the office. And that it happened to see a little bit of moisture on the floor, not from vaginas or anything like that. It's just so I really didn't think anything of it until I kind of inspected further, and I'm like, oh no! All right, so maybe it's just some standing water, something leaked or something from that time where the landlord came and fixed the pipe at my house that was pissing water. So I left for work. So I got to Penmart, and I was going to get myself a cup of coffee. And because I was running late, I was just going to get a pack of cigarettes. And I got out of the car and immediately checked my wallet, and my wife never gave my card back. And I was like, that's motherfucker. So I get back in the car, call off of work, go back to the house, go down to the basement, and just start researching. And it's everywhere. There's water everywhere. Threw a lot of stuff away. It was a good excuse for us to clean out our basement. And so, if anybody is listening, hears me go, it's just a little bit of a little thing. You hear that? It's just a little. I was watching Friends outtakes last night, and that was on there. Actually, I got a little bit of a thing going on. I was like, So we threw away a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff was water damaged. Got everything up, dried it up. And then I ran to Lowe's and got a 20-pound bucket of fucking quick dry cement to fucking seal it up. And that seemed to work. Because I found where it was leaking. It's leaking in the wall, and I don't know where it's coming from in the wall. But it's not even a drip. Not even a seep. It's kind of like a... This is going to be disgusting. Buckle up, guys. Oh, it's like at the end of a porn where some chick gets cream pied.
Oh.
Oh God. And it just kind of like, it's kind of what's going on. So, I cemented over it. I talked to the landlord. He's like, yeah, go ahead and fix it if you need to. And if all else fails, we'll make the trip up there. Cause my landlords live in Brooklyn. So he was like, well, we'll make the trip over there. And, if it doesn't work, so that's what's going on now. But the basement is kind of like, off limits right now. It's kind of like quarantined off because I have some cleaning to do in there tomorrow now to get, some, cement pieces up that I dropped and stuff. I'll tell you what though, for the first time, working with cement ever, I don't think I did a bad job. You can like check that off of the, I said to Stacy, I was like, if you could, because she was helping me, she was like my runner. I was like, now if you could go get a hole punch and then take the man card out of my wallet and then put 3 punches in it. She's like, I don't have a hole punch. I'm like, yeah, fuck you. But we'll be back in the office next week. What else did I want to do? Housekeeping. The intro for Down in Front. I got a lot of good comments about that. Since we announced the YouTube show, I put the video out last weekend. When did I put it out before the show came out?
You
got what I need.
You had texted me, I think, Sunday?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, because I was at work, yeah. So it was Sunday. About putting it out.
Now, you said you really liked the intro, but you could just be blowing smoke up my ass.
No, I do like the intro.
Okay, good. Because I worked really hard. Energy.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm excited to get started on that. And then, so
we finally got the final piece of what we need today.
Yeah. Actually, our new we have a consultant that I run tech questions past, and he was like, "Did you get it yet?" I'm like, "No, not yet." That's like earlier today before I got here, and I was like, "No." He's like, "Why don't you just use a blanket?" And I was like, "Why don't you shut the fuck up?" I was like getting really indignant about it.
We tried.
Well, no, I thought he'd be the right one to ask since he does a lot of gaming, and he has like a makeshift green screen set up for, because he's one of those gamers. The Mountain Dew Dorito eating kind.
Yeah.
Who have retarded abusive girlfriends.
Oh.
So boom, 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 boom.
You're not wrong.
You're stupid. I'm just tired enough to say anything at all tonight. And I just realized I got a little bit of a in my voice right now. Kind of, hi, this is Barry White. There is an audio clip on YouTube. I implore everybody to go find it. It's Barry White, and he's recording an audio ad, and he can't get it right, and he's cussing up a storm. And he just keeps saying shit, and when he says shit, it hits you deep fucking down. And it goes like this. Hi, this is Barry White, and Paul Quinn College cordially invite you next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, May 8th, 9th, and 10th for the first fucking thing. Shit! I put it on repeat because it's fucking awesome. But no, so the YouTube series, I'm eager to get started on that, and I thoroughly enjoyed the live stream we did last week.
Yeah.
You are a Stan Laurel. Shit. I'm like the fat one. I'm like the Costello of this bitch.
Swags asked me about the live stream last week.
Why? Because we didn't give her a heads up?
No, she was like, so is the podcast different from the live stream? I'm like, no. It's the first half of the podcast, and then the back half is after we stop doing the live stream. She's like, so I should just fast forward to where I stopped listening from the live stream and just start from there? And I'm like, if you want.
Yeah, I mean, keep coming back. It works if you worked it. I don't know. Fucking know. So no, I think the live stream, the past two live streams we've done are kind of like a test. Oh, I'm horny. It's kind of like just a test to see if we can run things concurrently. I had to check my words there for a second. To see if we can like do both at the same time. Kind of. I don't know. I quite enjoy the live stream. It's kind of like it's another avenue, like as if the podcast isn't bad enough. It's kind of like another avenue. Be like, oh, look at me. So all us Thig Pen children have that gene. Mine's a little less kind of less reserved, and the other ones are kind of just like out there. Hi, Sarah. What in the HE double fuck was that? Someone breaking into your house?
Car going by, maybe?
We are recording live in the Raptor. I was going to say Mobile, but that's
cars going by. That's really weird.
Two cars.
When you're hearing it in your headphones, like, that's really weird.
I really like your apartment. It's fucking dope. And I don't say dope a lot. Your welcome mat is fucking Pennywise. Your apartment is adorned in horror merch.
Yeah,
and I fucking love it.
It really is.
Like you've got the wreath with the Jason Voorhees mask and the machete on it. There's just something over there with a skull that says poison. I don't trust you.
I got plants too.
I come in, you're listening to our favorite podcast, My Favorite Murder.
He's like, you're only on episode 67?
No.
Yes,
I
yes,
didn't say,
am.
I did not say indignantly. I just said you're on episode 67, right on. You're a busy lady. Shit, fuck. But then you're oh my God, your dish towels say poison.
Yes, it does. Those are.
Is that a Hocus Pocus dish towel?
Yes, those are just decoration though.
Oh, you don't actually use them?
No.
They can't be besmirched?
No.
All right.
My salt and pepper shaker is a skull and tombstone.
Oh, right on. Fucking A.
I have a Rocky Horror Picture Show magnet on my fridge.
And then to clash with all the horror merch, a 1960s Batmobile on top of the fridge.
And a Christmas dinosaur that sings Christmas carols.
Does it really?
Yes, it does.
Does it actually sing or just doesn't make like...
Oh, no. It plays a Christmas carol and then it roars.
Fucking A.
I had to buy it. I saw it and I kept playing with it and I kept playing with it. I'm like, I need to get this. I need to get this. And then one day
You'll never get this. You'll never get this. I'm sorry.
One day I walked up front. I'm like, I need to get this. So I bought it.
Now, the size of your TV makes your living room look like a movie theater. Because
it is nice watching movies on it.
It's big. Oh my God. You know what I saw the other day? There's a YouTuber. What's that YouTuber? His channel's called Jerry Rig Everything. You ever heard of it?
No.
He does like tech reviews and shit. He reviewed a phone that has a fucking projector built into the phone.
Ooh.
Right on the top. And you can shine it against the wall and it's really fucking bright and shit. I'm like, ooh, I want that.
That is really fucking weird with those cars.
Well, it's nothing. Usually record in an office with running water going on top of it. So
yeah, that's true.
It really doesn't matter. Ooh, edit that out. Holy shit. Back to my patching up the basement. I fucked myself up hardcore. Because I don't do a lot of extraneous activity. I'm fat. I'm in my early 30s. I'm fat. I got dad bod, so it's kind of I got a flabby gut and saggy man breasts. So it's like I don't do a lot of extraneous activity, but like I spent hold your comments. I spent like a couple hours on my knees yesterday, fucking just trying to fuck you, Raptor. Fuck you hard, Raptor. I was trying to get this fucking patched, and then yeah, I spent a couple like an hour ass up in the air trying to fucking just get it patched up, and then I went to work today and I fucked my arm up something awful. Like if I didn't know any better, it would be because of the amount of masturbating that I do on a daily basis, but it's not. Like I've never had carpal tunnel before. And if this is what carpal tunnel is, and this is what it feels like, I don't want it no more. I'm not going to touch my dick no more.
Yeah, you will.
No, switch to the left hand. It'll be like I'm tagging the flashlight.
Oh.
It's like JFK back into the left. No?
Oh.
Bad joke?
Oh,
I'm sorry. Too soon? Are the Kennedys here?
Too soon, dude. Too soon.
Are the Kennedys here? Are they in attendance? No, I went to work. I woke up and my arm was a little swollen this morning. And then it went down and I had trouble driving this morning with the steering wheel. So I did have to switch driving with my left hand, which was odd because I never drive with my left hand. And then I got to work and my fucking hips hurt and shit, and fucking thighs hurt. Like, oh my God, did I get fucked by the haunches in my sleep? Or like,
you're getting old.
I do remember. Yeah, please don't start crying. Don't remind me. I do remember getting up last night and like I thought I was having a stroke because I smelled flowers, and like, like I'm one of those people who can remember every dream they've had, And I've never had a dream about like walking through a field of daisies or fucking pansies or anything. So I woke up and I fucking smelled flowers, but I didn't really kind of, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, maybe I'm just having a stroke. And if this is it, I'm turning back over. Let the good Lord take me.
Was it just like random flowers or just any kind of
was
flower?
like, it was like Febreze, like processed flowers.
Oh.
So early in the day, when I got to work, I texted my wife. I was like, I know you probably slept for shit because Lennon is a story about Lennon, but Lennon keeps coming to our room at night. But that's for a different reason I'll tell you about. And he so I know Stacey slept for shit because she's the one he goes right for when he comes in.
Yeah.
Like, and he won't say anything. He'll just stalk her. I've seen this happen because the first time it happened, I was awake, and he comes in. He was like, "Hey, Dad," and then just stares at Stacey, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm trying to talk to Mom." I'm like, excuse me? He goes, "I'm trying to talk to Mom." So I'm awake. You don't need me? No, go back to sleep. Fuck you, Lennon.
That's creepy.
Kids do that though.
Oh, I know.
I've noticed kids do that. But like when I was at work early in the day, I texted her and I was like, I was up at like 1:30, 2, 3, and I smelled flowers. Did you fucking crop dust me while I was sleeping? She's like, I Febreze the room. You had gas. I was like, oh, it's one of those. I don't want to be this guy, but you ever done that before? Because like that's weird. You should just fucking spray me with Febreze, hoping I'll like dissolve into the sheets, and you can roll my fat ass out the window, like as when I'm dead.
I could see it getting so bad that like she wakes up, starts gagging, and then just starts Febrezing the whole fucking room. Like just the smell of it wakes her up. Because I've been in the line of fire.
Hey, yeah, you were last week after we turned the cameras off. You were like, "Oh, come on, stop!" No.
Do you remember the dairy cooler?
Oh, when I was up on the ladder and I cropped this you in the face. Oh, I'm
Yes.
so sorry. Like you keep bringing it up, and I'm just like, dude, it's been a minute. Come on, stop that.
It was bad.
But no, Lennon's been coming in our room because it's fucking frigid in Pennsylvania right now, and we turned the heat on, and my house, my thermostat, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with it, but it decides to kick on when we don't want it to. And the radiators in our house are so old that they're the radiators that go ping and like my pipes and shit knock around and it hisses and shit. And my son is definitely afraid of it. So he goes to sleep, and maybe 25 minutes after he goes to sleep, and thank God he hasn't walked in on us having sex yet. That's going to be that's going to be a conversation I don't want.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to have at 3 and 3/4 year old. But he's deathly afraid, so he comes charging in the room, and then he'll just stand there. I'm trying to talk to Mom. Go back to sleep, Dad. Fuck you, kid. Like I want to help. Let me help. Fuck.
But you're not Mom.
My tits are almost as big as hers. I mean, so in that aspect, yes, I could be a mother. I can't nurse anybody, but I have dimples, Greg. Can you help me? Sorry. So, all right, I guess that's it for housekeeping. What happened this week? Fucking Disney Plus came out.
Yes.
Instead of Netflix and chill, it's Disney Plus and Thrust, which I fucking love. I love it so much. Now, before we get to the pluses of Disney Plus, well, that's redundant. To the bright side of Disney Plus, get to the negative part. It doesn't cast to my fucking TV.
Mine either. I'd use my PlayStation. And then I could not remember my sign in for my PlayStation account. So I was trying to reset my password, and I was not getting the email to reset my password. So it took a good 45 minutes till I finally got it. Like I was ready to like go back to work and like buy like a Roku just so I can fucking watch Disney Plus, because I was
just picture you blowing out your fucking door, leaving the door wide open, be like, fuck it.
pretty much
I'm done.
But I was finally able to change my PlayStation Network password, and then I had to download the app and all that. I mean, my internet runs pretty fast, so it didn't take long. And then I was able to actually to sign in and watch some Disney movies, which was great.
So yeah, so what kind of TV? Yeah, you have a Vizio.
Yeah.
So I have a Vizio as well. I have a smart TV as you do. I don't have any video game systems in the house. I don't have a Roku or anything. I have a Blu-ray player that gets it's like one of those earlier model Blu-ray players that you can get fucking apps on like Netflix and shit.
Yeah.
But it's not supporting Disney Plus because Disney Plus is brand spanking new. So I'm stuck watching it on my phone, and I thought I'd be smart and set up the smart view on my phone and throw it from my phone, like mirror my screen on the phone, and all I get is audio but no video. I'm like, you sons of bitches. So yeah, Vizio, people are blowing Vizio up.
Yeah, I have.
Myself included. I fucking sent them a nasty DM on Twitter.
I've been seeing a lot of people bitching on Facebook about like their Vizio TVs. Like, I have a smart TV, I have Vizio, I can't do this. I had to go out and buy a $20 Roku just so I could watch Disney Plus. And I'm like, a lot of people have gaming systems now.
Yeah.
It works on PlayStation. It works on Xbox. A lot of people have those.
Yes. I'll probably just cancel after my 7-day free trial, and I'll get it again when it's available for Vizio in early 2020. Yeah, that's what it is. But so I got up on the 12th when it was released, and I got all giddy. I'm like, fucking yes, Disney Plus, yes, fuck yes. And it didn't work. It crashed right away.
I gave it a day. Everyone was so like that day, like, oh, I gotta watch this. I
wanted to watch Avengers.
Like, I'm giving it a day. Well, I mean, I'd work, but I started it Wednesday when I got home.
Well, I mean, the first thing I did run for was Endgame because I want to watch that. Fucking A. So now I've seen it for the 50th time.
Oh my God.
And I think I'm going to take a break now.
Yeah, it's about time.
It's too much. Although Sophie's watched it now. So, because I opened it up on my phone and I put it on her tablet as well. So I opened it up and it was not the part that I left off on. I was like, kid, I'm so proud. I'm so happy. But then, and this is, I guess, a testament to how I was raised. The second thing I ran for was not anything from the 90s. It wasn't anything remotely from when we were younger. It was Old Yeller. I fucking love Old Yeller. The movie fucks. And then I went for Candle Shoe with Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster had a contract with Disney when she was younger because she did the original Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
And then she did Candle Shoe, which was that movie doesn't fuck. Not at all. And
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's weird to try and describe, although Katie called me and described the entire thing to me like I'd never seen it before. She's like, yo, you know what the Disney Plus guy, they got that Candle Shoe. And I'm like, I got you. I know, I've seen it. And then I went for the original Freaky Friday, which is very dated. But then I've just been fucking around. But you know what I found out? Like things that I want to watch, like the Mighty Ducks. And so the Mighty Ducks, it's like the picture's available when you click on it. It says due to an existing contract, this will be available on this date.
Yeah, because it's on Netflix.
The Mighty Ducks is on Netflix?
Is it on Netflix? Or is it on... I think it's on Netflix.
I'm going to check right now.
I believe it's on Netflix. Because there's... there's still a bunch of Disney properties on Netflix. And it's not going to be on Disney Plus until that contract runs out, which I think is sometime.
It's not on Netflix, but you know what is? Good Burger. Fucking you mess with her, you go in the grinder. And Goon. Well, thank fuck. I mean, because who doesn't want to watch fucking Sean William Scott and not act for 90 minutes?
Maybe it's on Hulu. I know it's on something.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's probably on Prime.
Yeah, I know there was people bitching that, oh, well, this isn't on and this isn't on, and they said that this would be available and it's not on yet. It's like they have an extensive catalog of shit.
Yeah, you're not kidding. The shit from the Disney vault. Well, it's more of a metaphorical vault than it is an actual fucking sealed bank vault. But
yeah, I mean, like there's a lot of their movies and TV shows and shit like that are on other streaming services.
Right.
So until that contract runs out, they're not going to have it on both.
Right, but they got The Sound of Music, which I was excited about. They got the original Mary Poppins, which I'm all for. But they do have gems from the 90s. I'm talking about like Blank Check.
Yes.
Fucking yes. They have all the Muppet stuff,
yeah.
including our favorite Christmas movie, Raptor.
Right.
Muppet Christmas Carol.
I started out with one of the Disney original movies. I was making dinner. So
was it Smart House?
No.
God damn it.
No. It was Go Figure.
What is it?
So, this girl's a figure skater.
Okay. I immediately know what you're talking about. Okay.
And she gets a scholarship to a private school type thing.
Okay.
But the only way she can go, because they don't give scholarships for figure skating, is she has to join the hockey team.
Oh, that's right.
So I had that playing in the background when I was making dinner. And then I watched The Good Dinosaur.
Oh.
That was adorable.
Well, it stands to figure. Fucking raptor. Dinosaur.
And then I listened to a couple episodes of My Favorite Murder.
Yes, which is not on Disney Plus.
Which is not on Disney Plus. And then I finished off my night with Muppet Christmas Carol.
Fucking yes. I'm trying to figure out what I've been watching. I watched the first episode of The World According to Jeff Goldblum. It's just pure gold. He is a nutball. He's perfectly weird, and I fucking love it.
I want to watch Noelle. Anna Kendrick.
Isn't that fucking Bill Hader too?
Yep.
Oh, he's better than that. He's better than that. Just fucking stop. What have I been watching? I've been holding off on Lady the Tramp because I like the original. I'm not going to watch that. I did watch The Force Awakens. Like I've not seen it before. I have up to run the first episode of The Mandalorian from Star Wars. I don't know how I feel about that. But
I've heard a lot of people say that it's good. I haven't started it yet.
That Parent Trap. The old Parent Trap.
Yeah.
Yes. Nostalgic movies. Muppet Movie. Yes. The Rocketeer. What? Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. Fucking yeah. Old Yeller. There it is again. Freaky Friday. The Love Bug. Oh no. Right. No. Willow. What?
What?
Ah, yes. 20th Century Fox. I forgot. But you know what I did find? There was a movie from the mid-90s starring Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Brad Renfro. You know where I'm going with this? It was called Tom and Huck.
Yes.
And Jonathan Taylor Thomas played Tom Sawyer.
Yeah.
And Brad Renfro played Huck Finn. And it's the most clusterfuck of a movie you've ever seen. And I was like, oh my God, all the feels. Oh my God. Skeet, 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 skeet.
I don't think I've watched that since that came out on VHS.
Yeah, I used to have it on VHS. Yeah, and I don't think I've seen it since. I think we tore that fucking VHS to bits because we used to watch these movies over and over again until they fucking ran out. But fucking, they had The Sandlot, which confused the shit out of me.
Yeah, there were a couple as I was going through. I'm like, what the fuck? Like that's really, you know.
Is that Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo? Breaking 2. 3 of the world's most elite distance runners set out to break the 2-hour marathon barrier. That's not Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo. Excuse me.
I was at the
breakdancing movie. Breaking.
Oh, okay.
From the 80s. There's Go Figure. Who's in that? I don't know who that is. Oh shit, they got Genius?
Yeah, they do.
They got Johnny Tsunami? Oh no. Rip Girls? Fuck that. If they ain't got Luck of the Irish, I don't want this app no more.
I haven't come across it yet.
Search. Luck. No, not Love. Holes?
Yeah, Hold is on there.
Luck of the Irish. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is it on there?
It is. Yes. I fucking love that movie.
Oh my god.
Motocrossed. Cadet Kelly. I used to have the biggest crush on Hilary Duff. I'll talk about like not Fap City crush. It was just like, oh, look how pretty. Xenon? Girl of the 21st century? What?
Yeah.
Oh, no. This is Xenon the sequel.
Fuck. All three of those movies.
What is this? Jumping Ship. Oh, a Lawrence Brothers project. Well, we don't need that.
No. That was one of the Disney originals.
I did go back and I watched the final episode of Boy Meets World just to cry. And did something I found out because I Googled Boy Meets World. I started Googling like, because you know, like when you watch something, you're like, oh, who's in this? And then you forget what their name is. Then you look up the cast and you look up like what their filmography and stuff. So the girl who played Rachel in the later seasons of Boy Meets World, you know what she does now? Porn. Not kidding.
That was just a guess too.
Her name is Maitland Ward, and she's. I don't want to. How do I come off saying this without being? She works in porn. She's fucking busted. I'm like, oh my god. It's like, oh god. Because I went straight to Pornhub and I was like, is this true? And son of a bitch, there she is. I'm like, Rachel, no. Why would you do it? I was like, Eric would be so ashamed of you. What about Jack? Why'd you do it? Nope, saw it on Facebook and I was like, that's a fucking lie. That's gotta be a lie. Nope, not a lie. She's taking it in. All holes.
Oh.
All holes filled with hard cock.
Oh. You watched one of the videos, didn't you?
I did, just to see if it was like Oscar caliber or whatever.
It's not.
I couldn't get going. I couldn't do it. I'm like, this is disgusting. Like, you're hurting her. You're on her hair. You know, it's that point in porn where you're noticing it's like, ouch. You're just like, ooh, that's not great. It's that point where you shouldn't be watching porn at all. Like, oh my god, what is her father gonna think?
So you were kind of watching porn for the story.
No, I don't. I never watch porn for the stories. The wife and I watched porn once together, and she's like, I like more of like a narrative. I'm like, who the fuck are you? I'm like, who watches porn for the story? Like, are you talking like narrative like, ooh, I brought you a pepperoni pizza, but all we had left is sausage. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Here, I'm just going to turn on a 15-minute video of two girls spitting on each other. Let's go. Ow. Ow. That hurts. Ooh, that made my stomach hurt. Yeah, Maitland Ward doing porn. Cheers, Maitland. I hope that breast enhancement was worth it.
That's so out of character.
I mean, she did play the hot redhead on Boy Meets World.
Oh, yeah.
And now she's the busted redhead getting fucking cream pie every... Oh, Mr. Ward, we're so sorry about your daughter. Fuck. So yeah, Disney Plus. Download it if you you know, it's a nostalgia trip. Very a different nostalgia trip than watching Rachel from Boy Meets World getting nailed to a bathtub, but you know. So sorry.
I've already gotten one of those scam emails.
Disney Plus scams?
Yeah.
Oh my god, really?
This morning. So I'm at work and like I just happened to look at my phone and I had a bunch of emails and I get this your Disney Plus account has been locked.
Oh my god, for real?
So I open the app right away, and the first thing I come across is Frozen. So I start watching Frozen as I'm standing there, and I'm like, nope, my account's working. Signed out, signed back in, I'm all good. Never click those links.
Speaking of porn, so you ever be watching the porn and then you get those side, like you're trying to find the perfect video to watch, but then you see those ads on the side where it's like Elsa getting nailed by fucking Kristoff, or like Lois Griffin getting fucking nailed by Brian. I always wonder what's going to happen if I click on that. Like, this is going to eat my computer, isn't it?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, it's too much. What else going on in the news? Oh, Trump's being impeached. Kind of.
Officially?
Well, they're doing impeachment hearings. Well, I don't know how impeachment works. I'm not too savvy on the political talk, as we've covered on past episodes, but I know they're having impeachment hearings. And I know that while they were speaking with someone today, Trump was live tweeting and bashing somebody.
Of course he was.
Because I'm a douchebag. Which is like, yeah, you know what? Not helping your case there, pal. Sorry. But I think the impeachment hearings, I want to say if they go through, then they can actually try him for something. I want to say.
I think so.
Who was the last president impeached? Bill Clinton?
Yeah.
And what happened there? I mean, he finished his presidency, so
pretty much, yeah.
But what was he impeached for? Was it getting head? Was it the head?
Yeah, pretty much.
A worthwhile subject to be fucking tried for, if ever I heard one. Shit. Y'all want to impeach me for fucking having the Jewish lady slap on my knob? That's fine. Fine by me. That's my half-assed Bill Clinton impersonation. The only thing I hope to say about it is that I hope this leads to him leaving. Is that when I was saying to the wife the other day, I was like, so he's all about PR. Trump. That's all he cares about. So either way, this makes him look bad. So if he gets fired, ostensibly, that makes him look bad. If he resigns, that's going to make him look bad. So which one there is the worst, lesser of the two evils? I don't know. But then if he resigns before the 2020 election, we get Mike Pence, which is arguably worse because I think he's not alive. Like he's like a zombie. he's like alabaster white. I
haven't seen or heard of anything from him since the campaigns.
So I follow him on Twitter, and everything I see of him is just like, well, me and the president are going this place, and I'm doing this on behalf of the president. I'm like, so you don't do anything. You don't you're not vice president like when Cheney was vice president, pulling the strings of the fucking president. That's a rabbit hole we don't want to go down right now.
No. No.
9/11 was an inside job. Oh boy. Obama smoked menthols. He did. That's actually a fact. Obama likes Newports. And why shouldn't he, goddammit? He killed Osama. What better way to celebrate than a nice, soothing cigarette?
Like $10 a pack.
Oh, man, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he can afford it.
In New York, $19 a pack.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Oh, there's something else I want to talk about. I can't remember what it was. Do you want to talk about anything?
I was totally unprepared. I really was.
You know the podcast day is Friday.
I understand this.
There's monkeys on your TV screen.
There are monkeys on my
Two different species. The one looks like he's intently staring this motherfucker down.
It's a chimpanzee and something else. Google stock photos, thank you.
I mean, the chimpanzee is about to give that other monkey the hands. He's about to give these fucking hands. And then a Chinese tailbar lionfish. The only reason I know what that is because the Deuce Bigelow male gigolo. You're gonna want to get the one from the colder tank.
Well, when you walked in, I did have My Favorite Murder playing.
Yes.
So now I was casting it to my TV. So now these are just the stock photos that play. Because I don't feel like changing them.
Congratulations to Shelley Carlin got married. Or is it Erica? Erica got married. I confused the two. I said congrats, but I didn't know who I was saying congrats to. So splendid. Congrats. The host of Let's Read Our Diaries. And
she didn't marry Danny.
No, she didn't marry Danny. Not to Danny. Thank God.
Have you caught up on their episodes?
I'm like 3 or 4 behind. But I did share something to their Facebook page about the Old Navy sale.
I saw that.
I have to say what the fucking I can't remember. It was who responded?
Shelley.
Shelley responded.
I saw it yesterday.
Yeah, Shelley. The Old Navy's Black Friday sale will offer 50% off everything. Oh my God, what a treat. We don't deserve this. That's what she was. I'm like, oh.
I follow her on Instagram, and I don't know, it's like a while ago. I think she was like shopping in a mall or something like that, and she took like a selfie in front of an Old Navy store.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like the greatest thing ever.
Well, I mean, I did claim you for fucking dinner jacket shopping early next year. So
yeah,
if we do hit an Old Navy, we gotta fucking
yeah, we do
either fucking try and steal their numbers and fucking video call and be like, yo, girls, yo, what do we do? They don't sell for clothes for people my size here, which they don't. The last T-shirt I bought at Old Navy was like 2006. It was a Superman T-shirt, and it barely covered my tits. I'm talking about like belly shirt. Speaking of belly shirts, and Kate will get this if she listens. I had a friend in elementary school. His name was Brandon Coulter, and he wore belly shirts to school. Like they weren't intentional belly shirts. Like they weren't bippy tops, but they were like he totally fucking just wore shirts that let his gun hang out all the time. I can't remember why. Although we did live in a trailer park. That might have been why. But I see people who live in trailers all the time, and they're like well-to-do.
Yeah.
It's just a mobile way of living. So I wonder what he's doing these days. I have to look him up.
No, were they just shirts that were just a little too short for him?
Mm-hmm. But I say belly shirts because it's funnier.
No, I'm just trying to get visual here. Yeah. That's all.
But yeah, you can imagine like a fucking 8-year-old just
yeah,
just the body type of melted ice cream. Just wear a belly shirt. It's totally funny, I think. Oh God.
Oh, the visual in my head's pretty funny.
I had a friend named CJ Rinkowitz who had the bat signal shaped into the back of his head.
You had some weird friends.
I wouldn't call them friends. I'd call them trailer park acquaintances. Because the trailer park that I lived in was, there were some rich people who lived in there. Well, when I say rich, I mean trailer park rich. But there were like poor families like mine. And we would all get together and just chant about how poor we were. Just being all poor. And kind of like a Hey Arnold situation. Let's all hold hands here on the subway. And there was a kid named Justin Abbott who I reached out to on Facebook, and I know it was him. I reached out to him on Facebook a couple years ago, and he never opened the message, or he saw it and was like, no. No. But he lived on my blog. I mentioned the questionable Chinese couple who left egg rolls out.
Yeah. So
he lived a few houses down from them on the circle. Like once you go in the trailer park, if you on your first street on the right, there was a circle, like a court of trailers. And he lived there for a little while, and then he moved away because, if memory serves me right, is wintertime. Set the scene. Wintertime, 1995. 5? And a couple kids were having a snowball fight, and somebody, not me, had the idea to throw an ice ball at this kid's head and clocked him right in the eye. And he almost went blind. So his parents packed him up and moved him away. I think that's how the story goes. if you ever hear this, Justin Abbott, please call me or open the Facebook message that I sent you 3 years ago. Don't ignore, motherfucker. Come on.
At least he didn't leave you on red.
Oh, that would have been, that was a dick move.
I love doing that.
I had a friend, his name was Jesse Valukas, and I have not found him. I've looked, even when MySpace was a thing, I looked him up on MySpace, and I couldn't find him. And I'm just trying to take my glasses off to itch my eye, and it's fuck with my headset. Now this kid, now you could probably say he was a little on, maybe on the autistic side, but back in the 90s, he was just a dork. His parents, though, were fucking weird. I think the one day he said he came home and he said he was being bullied or something. So they put cameras and shit on him and sent him to school.
Oh my God.
I think that's if I talk to my mother, which I'm not going to do, but the last time I talked to her about this subject, I think that's what she told me. They would send him, they would get him special permission to wear hats and put surveillance cameras on his hats and shit like that. But, his mom I remember his mom being nice as fuck. He lived in a cul-de-sac. So his parents had money, and his mother kept making us homemade Superman costumes and shit. Fucking dope. And I'm talking about like George Reeves and like Adam West, Batman and Superman. Fucking A. Yes. In fact, it was he who was present as we were sliding down the bat pole on the jungle gym at Gaiman Elementary School when I was in the second grade. We were sliding down the fireman pole, and I broke my arm because what had happened was we were jumping on the bat poles. Robin, slide down my bat pole. So you jumped on the pole and you slid down, but what had happened was when I jumped, I tucked my arm and the pole snapped my arm in half because I'm an idiot. And then I fell to the ground, and then my pants unbuttoned in the fall. And then the girl that I was crushing on buttoned my pants up for me, and I lost all control, and I think I peed. And her name was Clarissa Roberto. Yes, that's it. Kate's right. I do have really good recall.
You really do.
Yeah, I remember I bitch slapped some kid named Corey Capel, and I got detention for him. I just hauled off and slapped him off the top of the Dome Jungle Gym, and he fell down. He fell down off the top.
For no reason?
See, that I don't remember. He might have been encroaching on my territory, my playground territory.
Oh my God.
There's a motherfucker that I think about more than I should. And it was after I moved to Warrington. I went to get a load of this. The elementary school I started out, it was named Gaiman Elementary School, Gayman, Gayman. And then when I moved to Warrington after the first house fire, we went to Titus Elementary School. And there was a little motherfucker there. His name was Alex Hajazi. And this little motherfucker put me through hell because I was chunky. I was a chunky monkey. This little entitled prick. And I looked him up on Facebook a while back, and he looks the same, but he looks like the white version of a douchey Persian kid who drives an Aston Martin. He's a dill hole. He looks like a complete dill hole. And I'm like, I don't have a lot of money or anything, but you have something itchy. That's what I thought. Like, you have to use salves and creams because you're itchy. Your dick has been places where it shan't be.
Oh,
so I win, Alex Ajazi. Fuck you. I do a quasi successful podcast, and what are you doing? Selling Aston Martins. That's right. For commission. And guess what? They don't sell because they're too expensive. So what are you doing? Living in a box.
Wow, this took a turn fast.
Living under the Ben Franklin Bridge. just using stink bait for hair gel.
Oh.
Yeah. You're a fucking asshole. I hate you. I hope you die.
Oh my god!
Fuck this kid. This kid is one of the main reasons I have body issues. I shit you not. Like, he was an asshole. Him and his fucking little friend Tyler Dennis. Fuck him. Fuck them both. Fuck about their stupid asses. Fucking Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr. lookalikes. Fuck you. I'm still fat, guys. I'm just putting it out there. Much happier, though.
Your recollection of names is like ridiculous.
That's the one thing I astound myself. Like, I'll think a minute and I'll be like, Alex Ajazi and his best friend, the fucking asshole Tyler Dennis. And there was a kid named Matt Overbeck who ironically had an overbite, and it was fucking weird. Brandon Coulter used to wear belly shirts. CJ Renkowitz had the bat signal shaped in the back of his head. His stepbrother Josh cracked his fucking head in front of my house. They had put speed bumps in the trailer park. And we get off the school bus. We get off the school bus and he runs to his house, which was a distance because the school bus dropped us off in front of the trailer park. His house was a distance away from the trailer park. And he runs and goes and gets his bike, and he comes back to the trailer park, and he fucking he hits a speed bump, and he goes over his handlebars and cracks his fucking face on the pavement so much that he's bleeding all down his face. So then my mom goes in and gets paper towels and calls his mom. It's a fucking thing. But yes, right on the corner of Main Drive and another street was Sarah's friend Beth McNerney, and up the street.
Oh my god!
You shut the fuck up! I'm having a moment. And then up the street, oh my god, what was her name? Danielle Krimmel. So Kate's friend Danielle Krimmel, who's now deceased, rest in peace. She used to live up there. Her brother tried to kill me. And then so if you go back down that street and a little further, there's a little curve. It was a nice wooded area. I can Google Earth this and show you where everybody lived. It's fucking weird. So
that's very creepy.
If you go a little bit further and you stop, there's another intersection to the left. Sarah's friend Amber Leonard lived right down the street and right down there. And then next to them was the Renkwitz's Josh and CJ, bat signal shaved on the back of his head. I told you that. So then further down there was a creek that we used to play in. We did not know at the time that it was a kind of a sewage creek, and no one told us, and we were just fucking playing in it.
Oh,
we weren't throwing shit at each other. We were just, playing. It was fucking great. And then, so if you go back up that street and then cross the street and go up the street, what was her name? Edie Fry. So Edie Fry used to live up that street. And then my bestest friend in the whole wide world, Robbie Cheeseman, he lived on that street too. And then if you go up a little bit and to the right, there's a little wooded area with a bunch of pine trees where I stepped on a rusty nail, and then got my first TV shot then. And then so Ida Mae lived on the corner. That was a little like the sage old woman of the trailer park. And then right as you go on Main Drive and you stop where the woods are, and to the left, a fucking scumbag named Andy Holman lived there, and his dog tried to eat me. And was it Andy Holman? No, that's another one. No, this motherfucker's name was Norman. Norman was it Andy Holman? Who the fuck is Andy Holman? Why is that name coming to me?
Now he's just making up names.
I'm not making up names. I shit you not, Kate. Who's Andy Holman? That name just came to me. No, because Norman was such a scumbag. Because every time we would hear like a fucking truck hit the J brake on the fucking on Route 611, like we would all go, "Oh, Norman, not again." So like I remember this. Right next to Danielle Krimmel's house was the old jolly man who used to give Kate fruit on Halloween that my mother threw out the window and Kate went after.
She really wanted that orange.
She fucking wanted that orange. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was an orange. It wasn't a banana. Banana's boomerang shaped. I remember just a ball of orange going out the window. Yeah. Who's Andy Holman? Was that his name? Or was it Norman? Who the fuck is Andy Holman?
I have no idea.
I remember Norman being the scuzz bucket. Who it was typical he wore cutoff shirts and jeans and like chain wallets and boots, and he had like a pit bull, and his pit bull tried to eat me the one time because I rolled my bike by his house. And Justin Abbott lived up the way. Then there was us.
That was Stegman sipping coffee.
I almost died, Raptor. That'll be with the book tour. Beth Ernie, Amber Leonard, the Renkowitzes, Danielle Krimmel, Edie Fry, Robbie Cheeseman. Edie Fry had a Bronco. Not a white Bronco. It was a big Bronco. It smelled like must and cigarettes.
He's pointing in directions as he's doing this too.
Because I can fucking see it. It's weird. And then Andy Holman / Norman Street. Because I don't know which one is which. Who was Andy Holman? If you're listening to this and your name is Andrew Holman, and we may or may not have crossed paths in the past. My name is Bill Thigpen. I used to go by Billy or Billy Ray or whatever my mom was calling me that day. Hit me up because I don't know who you are, but your name is in my head and it's pissing me off.
Kate, he needs answers.
Kate, please. No, her recalls are shit. She has what she likes to call.
No, this would be the one time that she remembers something.
Yeah, her eyes roll back in her head like she just plugged into the Matrix, and she's like, "I know exactly who Andy Holman is." I don't remember that much about Warrington though. Like when we moved to Warrington, I remember. I didn't have a lot of friends then. I remember Kate's friend Ashley Stevens, who was an oddball, but Kate and Ashley were inseparable, and then our house burned down and we had to move. Then a few years ago, someone starts working at the Walmart named Ashley Stevens. And I'm like, I went up to her.
I remember that, yeah.
I remember the one day I was like, is your last name Stevens? She's like, you're Katie's brother. I was like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, what the fuck are you doing here? And she's like, I moved up here. It's cheaper and shit. And I was like, oh, okay.
Because I remember the one time you were like, Ashley Stevens, I know her.
Yeah, we were just walking. It was like nonchalant. I was like, Stevens, know you. And you were like, who the fuck is that? I was like, it's Kate's friend.
Which I didn't know was from childhood.
Yeah, I thought it was weird. I started having repressed memories, and I got really depressed. I was like, oh, memories, like the corner of my mind.
It really was just the weirdest thing, though.
Yeah, because I don't have a lot of ties to my childhood anymore. I don't even have very many photos of me as a baby or anything like that. But that was weird. I thought that was weird. I saw her in the deli one day. I was like, Stevens, what the fuck are you doing here? She doesn't work there anymore, but she shops there with her kids. And she'd be like, hey, I was like, Stevens, what the fuck are you still doing here? But I remember like Warrington, like we lived right on Street Road, which is a main highway in Bucks County.
Street Road?
I know it's fucked up, right?
Okay.
But 2310 Street Road, our number was 215-491-2254.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck you. Wait, it gets weirder. So my grandmother's phone number, I'll have to edit these numbers out. Well, they're not related to me anymore. Fuck them. So when we lived in Plumsteadville, our number was 215-766-8413. And then my grandmother's number in Trevose was 215-355-3469. And
I do not remember my childhood phone number.
yes, bitch.
645. That's all I know.
Every time, like when Stacey and I went down to see Billy Joel, we passed through Warrington. And we passed through nowhere near where I lived, but we passed through Warrington, and we were listening to Q102, which is the radio station down there. And they said 766, and my eyes rolled back like I just plugged into the Matrix. I'm like 766-8413. Yeah. 215-491-2254. Yes, that was their number in Warrington. And then when we moved up here, it was 570-645-5585. And then we kept getting calls for Valley Steaks and Subs in Lansford because it was 5855. We used to fuck with them all the time too. We'd be like, hello, yeah, I'd like to order a sub. Yeah, go ahead. So much so that we actually ended up changing our number because of that. And I don't remember that number.
Yeah, I don't remember my number. It's 645. That's about all I remember.
Well,
I remember back in the day when it was like 717, though.
717, is that like a...
That now is the area code for like Harrisburg and out that way.
Oh, okay.
And then they split it up, so now we got 570. But it used to be 717.
Everybody in the 313. Are you motherfucking... No, 8 Mile. And anybody? 313, which makes no fucking sense.
Right.
No, I recently had a thought about why my recall is so good. Well, one, because I'm brilliant. That's... Wow, your eye... I could hear your eyes rolling before I even saw them rolling.
I'm sure everyone else heard it too.
No, it's just... It's because I paid attention a lot to stuff, to my surroundings when I was younger, and it's just shit that stuck with me. I didn't have a lot of friends, but I can name every one of them that I had. I can name my enemies better. Alex, Hajazi, and apparently Andy Holman / Norman. I don't know who Andy Holman is.
This is going to drive him crazy.
There was a talent show at Gaiman Elementary in the 2nd grade, and I was friends with this kid named Jason, and I don't remember his last name, but he used to repeat his words all the time, and I found it fucking odd. Like, I remember getting on his shit the one day for him, like, yo, why you do that? He was like, I don't know. It's something I've always done. Something I've always done. I'm like, oh, fuck, shut up. Shut up. Good times. One might say I have total recall. Oh, thank you so much. I will be here all week. I don't know. I paid a lot of attention to what was around me. Like, I spent a lot of time by myself in my room. So I mean, I paid attention to shit. My mother always made sure we knew our phone number just in case we were somewhere we needed to get home. And grandma's phone number was just, call and talk to grandma. That's it. And I love my grandmother, even though she was an old racist lady. Did I ever tell you she told Katie not to date a black guy because she would have chocolate babies that melt in the sun?
Yes.
Okay. All right. It was like fucking weird. It was out of nowhere, and I don't even think Kate had a date with a black guy. Not that Kate would fucking remember because she has poo brain, but I'll have to find out whether she actually was it. His name was Tony. Yeah, no, he was. No, he's light skinned, but no, his name was Tony. Tony? What was your last name, Tony? Someone's playing music
Upstairs.
Okay. Someone's getting dirty upstairs. Or they want to drown us out. Whichever.
It's either you hear music from upstairs or the dude snoring next door.
A word?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. Sometimes I like remembering all that shit because it doesn't necessarily make me feel young. It just makes me feel kind of like nostalgic. Like, I remember where exactly what. I remember the date that I tried to break into the shed behind our trailer. It was November 14th, 1995. And that's fucking weird.
That is.
And I remember it because my mother hid a bunch of shit in there. From when we moved in 1990. And never let us in there. She had an entire He-Man playset with fucking Castle Grayskull and Skeletor in there and never let me fucking have it. And I tried to break into that bitch with rocks. Big, heavy fucking rocks. And I'd throw them at the door.
Isn't that when you tried to like ram in through the door too and
busted my fucking head?
Yeah.
Yep. I don't think that was the same day, but I remember trying to get into that fucking shed plenty. But November 1995, I tried to get in that fucking shed.
Was that the first time?
The first time I tried to get in there?
Yeah.
I don't know, and I don't know why that sticks out, but I remember trying to get in there. And I remember it being chilly, and I went outside with no shoes on. And I'm almost sure I stepped in a pile of dog shit. But yeah, throwing rocks at that fucking door, and it never opened. Good times.
I don't have a memory like that.
You know, for as much shit as I forget on a daily basis, I'm very surprised that I remember all that stuff.
Like, I remember a lot. Like, don't ask me what happened last week, but I can recall things that happened years ago.
Yeah. I mean, my memory is my short-term memory is for absolute dog shit, but my long-term memory is glorious. Like Kate and everybody says, and my mother especially said I was crazy, but I had pneumonia when I was 2. So much so that it almost killed me. And that's one of my first memories is waking up and watching Pee-wee's Playhouse. That's like one of my first memories. And I will take that with me for the rest of my life. That I distinctly remember that. I also remember almost choking to death when I was in the hospital for the sinus infection that caused some of the wonky sight in my left eye. That I fell asleep and I woke up and I tried to sit up and my hospital gown got caught on something and I almost choked to death. Point being, I shouldn't be alive.
No, you shouldn't.
Yo, fuck you, man. It's weird shit like that. I will never forget the time that when my mother was pregnant with Riley. Like, I was 15, so this is, well, not recent. This was 17 years ago, almost 17 years ago. But I remember I went to a doctor's appointment with her, and I stole all of the doctor's latex clothes. I was wearing cargo pants, and I decided to fill my pants with everything in the office. Tongue depressors, cotton balls, latex gloves, everything.
Latex gloves.
Don't know why. I never used them.
Of all things, latex gloves.
I must have thought, like, hey, we're going to need these. So why not?
I mean, I could see tongue depressors. You can make a little, house, whatever.
Latex
gloves.
That would have been a valid excuse for when my mom found all the tongue depressors and goes, "What are you doing with these?" And I think my reaction was, "Oh, fucking no! I don't even know why I have them. They're not mine." But yeah, tongue depressors.
I'm still on the latex gloves.
I don't know. I swear to God, I don't know. 2 pockets full of purple latex gloves. Mm-hmm.
So you pretty much had like a whole box of like 500 latex gloves.
Yeah, and
in your pocket.
I guarantee you that we got home and I went in my room and just dumped them on the floor. Like, yeah, they'll come in use one of these days. And I think they were still there when I moved out. I can't be sure. I want to say they were.
I could see it.
Mm. Who the fuck is Andy Holman? For real? I don't even know how to spell that, or else I'd look him up. Andy Holman.
Holman?
I don't know.
I don't know. This is really bothering you.
Andy Holman.
I'm going to text at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I figured out who he is.
I want to say he was the asshole that used to flick my earlobes on the Awanas bus. I don't think that was it.
It's going to come to him. I'm going to get a text at 3 o'clock in the morning saying this is who Andy Holman is. I will keep you updated.
Yo, back to Total Recall. We had a fucking math teacher in middle school before we moved up here. His name was Mr. Nagurney. His breath smelled like black coffee and ground meat.
Ew.
Oh, and he would get in your personal space too. Like,
Oh.
what's the answer to number 5? And then you just get washed over with ground meat and onion and fucking black coffee.
Ew.
Yeah, personal space. Kate got when we did move up here and we went to high school. We had a home ec teacher named Mrs. Heffelfinger, and Kate got kicked out of home ec class for going bread really loud.
I can see that.
So I remember hearing about it. Like, yo, your sister got kicked out of home ec class for what? I don't know. And then she told me, and I was like, so you just went bread. She's like, there was an uncomfortable silence, and I did not like it.
I can definitely see Katie doing that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good times, Kate.
Oh, man.
Like, she's the one that'll text the most and be like, yo, remember this? And she's like, no, I don't remember that. What the fuck is wrong with you? She's like, and that's the part where if the people that happened, like, who were around it, if they don't remember it, it didn't happen. Then I'm just making things up.
Yeah.
Then I'm the weird guy who's telling stupid stories. But I shit you not. All these people are real. The stories and names have not been changed. To protect anyone's identity.
Still can't figure out who Andy Coleman is, though.
No. I'll figure it out in the morning. I don't care. But the problem is I do care. And I don't care about you, Andy. Let's just get that out of the way right now. I don't know who you are.
Oh, shit.
No, it's the fucking, what's her face? The chick that buttoned up my pants when I broke my arm. Clarissa Roberto. She used to chase me around. She had a purse.
As most girls do.
In 2nd grade. Whatever. And she had lipstick in that purse. And she used to run around and chase me around to try and smooch me. And the day that I figured out that we weren't together anymore is when she did not chase me around with the lipstick. She chased some other motherfucker around.
Oh, Big Ben's heart was broken.
No, not really. I was 2nd grade. How old was I? Younger than Sophie. So Sophie's 9 and she's in the 4th grade.
So like 7?
Yeah, like fuck. What am I gonna do? Send her a summons in the mail? Divorce papers? You have to pay me child support. Frankie, our imaginary child that we had on the playground.
Frankie?
I don't want to be a single father. Ooh, that didn't sound crisp.
Sorry.
I haven't thought about a lot of that stuff in a while. That's weird.
That is weird.
Although, where did we go? Oh, when we went to see Billy Joel, I remember very distinctly what my grandmother's neighborhood looked like. And when we went to see Billy Joel, we did pass through Feasterville Trevos. And it was like we went to see my grandparents' plots. Which I had a moment because I hadn't been back there since 2006 when my grandmother passed. But we went to see where her house was, and at first I couldn't find it because, unbeknownst to me, and why would I know? They changed the house numbers. They changed the numbering of the houses in my grandmother's neighborhood. So where 4591 Cypress Avenue is a different number house, which pissed me off for some reason. Like I was really like mad about it. I was like, how fucking dare they? But
is that the one where the neighbor had the boat?
Fucking boat. And guess what? The boat's still fucking there.
Same boat?
25 years, that fucking boat's still there. Except that he got another boat, so now he's now he's Johnny Two Boats.
This is where my boat used to be.
Oh my God, I'm Donnie Baker. I'm so pissed. I'm Donnie Baker. This is where my boat used to be. I say used to be because my neighbor called the homeowners association, told them my boat was an eyesore. So now I don't have no boat. Yeah, well, you're not supposed to marry livestock, Mitchell. Yeah, you married a sea cow.
Fucking love that video.
Oh fuck. Then he spits. Oh, he's going out on tour. I saw on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's a comedian, and I think he's going out on tour. I would love to see him.
That would be great.
But what I was getting at? Oh, we passed my grandmother's house, and then we went down into the end of Cypress Avenue. I passed by where my Uncle Ray dropped dead, which is very depressing. But then as we got out to Brownsville Road in Trevose, then everything started hitting me really hard. Like to the right, if you go up that way, there used to be a shop right up there. And then Acme, for you fucking Philadelphians who, I love that accent so much. Oh God. Got to get my Mac card, go to the Acme. I hope you're doing good.
Oh my God, I used to love going to Acme.
Gennardi's.
Oh.
Gennardi's, if anyone from the coal region where we're from doesn't know what Gennardi's is like the Giant of Bucks County. There used to be one in Doylestown, I think. Now that I'm not clear on, but I remember the logo was green, and they used to have they had self-serve cookies. the goodness, the cookies with the peanuts on them. Oh, Raptor, we got to take a trip to Gennardi's. Hey, welcome to this Inside You Extra. We're at Gennardi's, and I've lost Thigpen. He's gone. Find me in the cookie aisle, just cookie shrapnel everywhere, rolling around naked in cookie shrapnel.
Oh, that is where I would find him.
Raptor, I'm young again.
All you'd hear is, Raptor, I found the cookies.
Raptor, they still have the peanut cookies. Fuck, I'm gonna cry. What was that? Oh, there's the to the right is the Acme, and then to the left, I showed Stacy where my old dance studio used to be, because I did take dance when I was younger. So it explains why I'm so flexible and bountiful.
Bountiful?
Like the toilet paper, yeah, bountiful. It's now an Allstate insurance office, but it used to be Mary Kay's dance studio. That's right. I took tap dancing lessons there. I took ballet. I took tap and ballet. Yeah. And then the Trevo shoe store, which is long out of business, but the yellow sign is still there. And then the Wawa in Trevose.
Ooh, Wawa.
Fucking the Wawa's coffee. Now, there's a Wawa in Hamburg, and I'm a little depressed that you and I haven't taken our trip up there to go get anything. Because
we could go to Broadheadsville too.
There's one in Broadheadsville?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know. That's closer.
That is closer.
Fuck. Get in the car. Get the keys.
Yo, they're open 24.
Don't tell me.
I stop there when I'm come home from
it's 11:18 at night. I gotta text my wife, be like, yo, we're going to Wawa.
Right.
Are you guys drunk?
I stop in there every time I come home from East Stroudsburg. Every time. Coffee, normally a sandwich. Because they're MTOs. Oh my God.
I've never had a sandwich from Wawa.
Oh my God.
I go in there to get a couple things. I go in there to get cigarettes. If I'm down in Allentown, like when we go Christmas shopping, usually we're down in Allentown, I'll stop in there, get a coffee. It used to be their English toffee cappuccinos, which were fucking just gush. Like you fucking squirt everywhere because it's so delicious. Wawa pretzels and coffee. I've never had any of their made to order stuff.
Oh, it's so good.
But then in downtown Feasterville, there is an Arby's with the hat sign.
Wow.
Yes. Now it's closed. It's not open. But the building is still there and the Arby's sign is still there. Because I remember if you're going on 611, or is it Pike? You stop at the McDonald's and take a left and go up, and then go to Grandma's house. So yeah, and then it's just I have good memory, guys. That's what I'm trying to get at. But yeah, Arby's with the hat, and I remember texting Kate. I was like, the fucking hat is still there. She's like, what hat? What are you talking about? Who has a hat? I'm like, the Arby's. She's like, what? I'm like, never mind. Go back to bed.
Now I really want Wawa coffee.
Mm-hmm. Wawa coffee is the truth.
Yeah, it is.
Same with Sheetz coffee. Sheetz coffee seems to be really good.
I would rather have a Wawa coffee.
Well, fucking A. I'll drink Wawa coffee black, and I don't really do black coffee.
Ooh, Wawa coffee.
Don't get any ideas. Yeah, well, you can go. Once I leave, you can fuck off. Do what you need to.
Might have to take a road trip after I get out of work tomorrow.
But now that I know there's a Broadheadsville, there's a Broadheadsville in the Wawa. There's a Wawa Broadheadsville. I might just go. Excuse me.
Straight out 240. Nope, 209. 209. Straight out 209.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. Check that off the list. All right. We've covered Total Recall. We have Disney Plus and Thrust. Andy Holman. What do you got, Raptor? Anything?
Not really.
All right. Well, I guess we could close it up for the night. I mean, we've gone an hour 22 on just Andy Holman.
And a walk down memory lane.
Oh, God. The good times. Did I ever tell you about the time I went ice fishing?
Yes.
Have I ever said it on this program?
Maybe? That I don't remember. I don't remember everything in our back catalog.
I want to say we have. But it's just for the sake of maybe we haven't. Next episode, I'll share my ice fishing story. That's the main reason I don't go fishing at all anymore. I haven't in 25 years. But I guess that can close it up. Andy Holman, please get in contact with us if you know me. I don't remember who you are.
Now I want to know who you are. We've talked about you so much tonight. I want to know who you are now.
But if you're Norman, go fuck yourself. I don't want to talk to you at all. You dog try to fucking eat me. Anyway, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, insideyoupodcast.com for all your Inside You with Bill and Raptor and bloggy needs.
So thanks for the person in Ireland that
my people.
Again, because I like checking the analytics, and it gives you a breakdown of where everything. Last time it was Sweden.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This time I looked, and it was someone from Ireland.
Fucking A. Thank you.
I immediately took a screenshot and sent it to him.
My people. Now I say my people, but funny story, real quick. So yesterday, I took a nap. Took a strong nap. I napped long and hard. But while I was trying to fall asleep, I just Googled the last name Thigpen because I know what it means. It means one who begs for coins. I'm not kidding. But the last name Thigpen originated in Holland, of all places.
Wow.
So, which confused the shit out of me. So now I'm kind of like, I have like a sub page open in my phone, like constantly open, ready to fucking do research on the last name. I'm a cunt's hair away from doing a 23andMe, so like saliva test to figure out where my ancestors are from. I know I'm Irish, a lot of Irish. My grandparents' last name, my mother's maiden name is Riley, for fuck's sake. So yeah, but anyway, yes, you can you can find us on all our social media, insideyoupodcast.com, and put us inside you at gmail.com, and also inside you with Bill and Raptor at yahoo.com. For Inside You, I'm Bill
Raptor.
And remember, Epstein did not kill himself.